Well, hello. It's me. It's the guest Sunday stroller again. I am the imposter. No. I'm taking a little stroll here to share with you one of my local strolls. Very, very grateful and glad to be able to do this little loop, taking my time along this magical path. And it's Kathryn here. I'll just wave because I'm not technically able to turn it around. It's on the too hard pile. So I thought I'd just point this way. Now, the history with this little place is this land has been, there's a few buildings. I don't know whether that's an old building or a building that's been converted. I think that's a converted building over around the back. But I'm actually in the grounds of what used to be known as Queen Mary's Children's Hospital. And they have saved some woodland, saved some area. So I was very, very sad when I discovered that they knocked down this land because, well, the short version is that I spent it sounds a bit strange to say, spent many a happy day at this hospital, but it was the hospital that I spent many days, weeks, months at as a child. So I was very sad when they knocked it down. They had a specialist unit for children with disabilities, and I used to go and volunteer when I was well and support them and take them to church and things. Here we are. Welcome to Queen Mary's Woodland. Bring me sunshine. If you stood here 100 years ago, you would see open countryside with the low buildings of the new Queen Mary's Hospital on your right. Sick children in need of fresh air and sunlight were brought here from London. In the hospital grounds, seeds from ash, cherry, sycamore and other trees grew alongside planted cedars and pines. Ah, beautiful. And it says here by the early 1990s the hospital had closed. Yes. So anyway, lots of fabulous, beautiful flowers and plants. And they've created this lovely little pathway. And again, as I reminisce about Queen Mary's Hospital for Children, was just a little bit to my left. I remember the building vividly because they had painted wonderful, fun pictures all over the windows. There were special dotted lines and coloured footprints for us to follow. And for a girl that was unwell, it was actually really fun and not too scary at all. So that made a big difference. So as I stroll along this path, yes, some interesting memories. Gosh, there's lots of wildlife. It's about, golly, I've no idea what time it is, about 7 p.m. And furry friend having a little stroll there. Oh, I'd love to have a doggy. Anyway, you can see there's something magical about the sky. I think Melanie was talking about the sky in the graduate group the other day. And the peace and freedom of the sky, the spaciousness and the ability to daydream and disappear in the clouds. Oh, it's so good. I love the patterns in the clouds, and I'm aware that I don't really give myself enough time to just daydream and gaze at the clouds. I must admit, I do stare at the stars most nights, obviously when it's dry. So that's a gift. So I love this time of evening. I've always loved dusk. I'm not sure what bird that is, if it's a bird. Yes, I think it is. Unusual sound. Anyway, so it looks quite a higgledy-piggledy. Oh, these lovely benches that they've made here are gorgeous. And during lockdown, we're so lucky we're not in lockdown at the moment. There were these wonderful, I wonder if there's any left, I'll see if I can find any, but some people had created some wonderful little trails of magical little doorways for people. I haven't seen any yet. Let's see if we can find any. But I do believe, well, I've always felt that there is something magical about dusk. You know, that transition time between daylight and nighttime. Really fantastic. And as I was walking here, I passed one garden and oh, it was fantastic. They had these silver, fluffy, feathery type leaves on this plant that I didn't recognise. It was really rather lovely. They're obviously clearing different spaces. This is new, so they're working the land to make it a beautiful space. And it's really, you know, I've been working on the computer all day and doing good stuff. Happy to be doing it. Some exciting preparations. But I really noticed the need to be outside in fresh air, and I love all the different colours. I love the different greens, the darks and the lights and the textures and the contrast of the shapes against the dusk light. It's just so beautiful. So I think I might have to give you a second tour. Oh, there's a new pathway there. I wonder if that's a legitimate pathway. Oh, I've not been down there. Look at these amazing trees. Maybe this tree fell in the storm of 87, I don't know. Look, oh, so much history in this tree with all these wonderful gnarly. Lucy was talking about all of the gnarls in the tree that she had outside her lake. Oh, you just want to touch it. Let's go up close and look at all. I mean, there's like history in all of these different layers. And how often do we actually stop to pause and reflect on everything that is before us? So magnificent. I love trees. I mean, look at the shape of this one. It's extraordinary. It's like this undulations, 3 big undulations, and obviously that is its bottom. That must be its roots. Look how much ivy's grown where it's fallen. Yeah, where it's been uprooted. Extraordinary. Look how deep and majestic it is in there. Love it. Just love it. Well, look, I could take you on the keep wandering on my walk. I love a magical path, don't you? So fantastic. But for now, I suppose I ought to love and leave you. Can't believe it's nearly 10 minutes of sharing already. So I just wanted to wish you a beautiful Super Sunday. Hope you've enjoyed having a little stroll with me and wandering down memory lane. So grateful for nature and for the beauty and the transitions not only from day to night, but through the seasons too. So I'll leave you here and into the woods we go, wishing you an absolutely beautiful long weekend. If you're in the UK, I'll leave you with a little bit of sky. Take good care. Go gently, my friends. Bye for now.